Hello again, my name is Rodney Reynolds and this is yet another video review. Today I'll be looking at the MP3. This is the MP3 Plus 5.1 from Creative Labs. Of course, this is a sound card. Remember folks, these videos are unedited and these are only my opinions. Okay, of course here what you're looking at is the sound card itself. Again, this is the MP3 Plus 5.1 Adobe Digital Sound Card from Creative Labs. And if you have a close look at the card here, you'll notice some things a little different than the regular Sound Blaster live cards. The digital out here, and you have your mic, and you also have the important things here are if you're hooking it up to Adobe Digital Receiver and you want to get the 5.1 channel, you can go through here, the AC3 connection out into your receiver, or you can do it the way that I've done it. I've actually, this channel here is for a sub and a center. This channel here is for the front, and this channel here is for the back, the rear. So you have the 5-point channel separation here. You have the front two, the back two, and you have the center, and of course the sub. And when hooking this up to a receiver with home audio speakers, this adds a whole new dimension to this card, as you can imagine. It certainly is amazing in games, even the new ones and even the old ones. You can certainly see some amazing separation on all the channels. The only time really you're going to be using the center channel is with the with for instance DVD technology. If you have a DVD into your system, you can, if you wish, actually plug it directly, the audio cable, into here. This is the CD SPDIF connector as well, because auxiliary in, CD in, and a TAD in. Now these, of course, here are pretty standard on most sound cards, except this one here is a little different. This one sells, I think this product sells for about $135 Canadian funds. It's pretty reasonable for a card like this. And you can go, of course, if you want all the front controls and the panel, which goes into your bay and your computer, as well as a remote control, and go for the Platinum. And the Platinum, of course, is much more expensive. It's like $270 Canadian. So that's a lot of money to pay, I think, for a sound card. Now let's actually have a look at how I actually hook this up to my Adobe Digital Receiver. And here, this is the Adobe Digital Receiver, which I actually have for doing this separation. This is, again, a digital ready receiver. These things are actually going out of style because the decoders now, of course, are in these. In the past, you had to buy these and then buy the decoder separately. These are retail for around $200 to $300 Canadian, which is a good deal. And of course, you have all the controls and you have all the adjustments of all the separate channels when you actually have this kind of setup. So you can go, for instance, surround rear, surround left. This is the subwoofer. You can also do the front left and the center channel. You can increase or decrease the volume, as well as you can do the front right. Of course, all channels you can increase and decrease each individual speaker depending on how you want them to be set up and where your position, actually, because you might be in some situations closer to a left speaker or a right speaker, so you want to increase or decrease a speaker accordingly. Now let's actually have a look at what I needed to do to plug this stuff into the back of this receiver. This is only this receiver, so if you buy a different receiver, you might actually have some kind of different controls in plugging this in. In this case, right here is the front. So you have the front, right and left, and your separation through the rear. This is the rear, right and left, and this is the sub, and the center channel would go in here. So of course you have your separations, your true separations of your front, your rear, your sub, and your center channel. Should note that this receiver is actually model number is VSX-G209 if you want to pick one of these up. What I have for front speakers is TX. They are basically home speakers for home audio systems, as well as I have a pair of JBLs for the rear. And for my sub, actually what I've done for the sub is I have another amp which actually is separate, so it's powering the sub. And this is actually a car sub, so it's extremely powerful. It's 12-inch, and I think it's rated at 300 watts, so more than adequate for a gaming setup here. So again, you could get yourself a powered sub, which would be excellent as well, which probably I would recommend doing instead of going through the fuss of having to get an amp and then you have to get a subwoofer. Just get one that's powered. A powered subwoofer for home audio system would be fine. Now, myself, I've never really liked much the ones you buy from prepackaged deals. They're getting better, but still the true sound of audio is not quite there. The price is there, of course, because they're not certainly as expensive as buying a receiver, a sub, and the front, and all this audio equipment, which is probably going to be totaling maybe close on $800 time you're finished. But if you have if you do have an old digital receiver kicking around, excellent. I mean, you could use it, and maybe you do have some extra speakers kicking around from an older system you had when you were in university days, or something like that. But in my case, this worked out very well. Now let's actually start a game and start to hear this actual music. You won't, of course, be able to experience it like I'm experiencing it, but do get some indication as to how I'm enjoying it. Okay, so what you're looking at here, of course, is the back of the computer system, and it's a whole lot of stuff plugged into the sound card. Right here, I'm going to the sub and the center channel. Right here, I'm going to my mic. Right here I'm going to my fronts, and right here I'm going to my rears. Of course, this is audio MP3s, and the subs are working, rears are working, fronts are working, so pretty nice sound. Let's now have a look at a game. This is a game called Undying.
I'm tired of traveling, or fighting superstition in its many manifestations. Even though it was me who chose to debunk folklore and mysticism. Little did I know I'd end up being labeled as Patrick Galloway.
Okay, so I'm just looking at in-game play here. That was a movie sequence at the beginning of this game. By the way, this game is excellent. And in some places in this game, of course, this is an extremely great game for this kind of sound card, for the simple fact that it's horror, and things are creeping up from behind. People are shooting arrows at you, and as you walk by, you can hear them striking behind you. This is an extremely scary game, by the way. Another movie sequence.
I'm Patrick Galloway, a friend of Jeremiah's.
So there you have it. Wonderful sound card overall. I give this sound card a 10 out of 10. It's an excellent card, excellent price. I mean, nothing else in the market really compares to this right now. It's certainly an excellent super sound card indeed. I give this a 10 out of 10. Wonderful sound card, excellent price, and performance-wise, and the sound of this is unbelievable. I think whether you even had a cheaper kind of setup in the sense of a nice sound system with true separation, some decent speakers in the front, some package deals you can get would be fine as well. But if you want to go all the way, do the receiver, do the home audio gear, and you will experience gaming like you should experience gaming. Again, my name is Rodney Reynolds, and this has been another video review. We've added a new area to our site. If you want to check it out, it's called Better Half. It's concentrated basically on wives of husbands and the better halves of our lives, talking about us and how geeky we are, and actually exactly what they put up with from day to day. It's kind of funny, it's kind of crazy, it's kind of cool. So check it out. It's on our site. The site is thevideogeek.com.